Hello, Wildcat families and students. This video will be to give you information about the upcoming softball and baseball season. Again, you only need to watch this video if you are interested in trying out for this year's softball or baseball team. All right, so let's go ahead and start off with the health and safety of all of our staff and students was the foremost reason to put all these health and safety protocols in place for our student athletes, and it was done also with the league. Do know that these can change over the course of the season as we gain more information or get more guidance from the County of Public Health. So, with that, all students will need to have a rapid antigen COVID test prior to tryouts. So, in order to be eligible to try out, you do need to have a COVID negative rapid antigen COVID test, which we do at the school. These are done at the school. You just need to bring your student athlete down. First thing, though, is a permission slip is needed to have the test completed in our health office. And so you can obtain that either through printing it through the Parent Square message or by obtaining one in the school office. Then that authorization will be completed by the parent or guardian, and then the student athlete will be required to have the negative test before they can be authorized to try out, and we will be going over when the health office is open for you. If a student athlete does test positive, unfortunately, because we are on a very short season, by the time they would return from quarantine, the season would be over, and so they wouldn't be eligible and they wouldn't have enough time to safely train to compete. If you are asked to be on the team and you make the team, you will be required to test weekly. And again, we will go over the schedule so that you know when you would be required to come in for testing. If you're a distance learning student, if you're an on-campus student, you will be able to have your testing done while you are on campus. Please don't just walk over to the health office. We will have you moved around by staff. All right, so softball tryout schedule and what you need to bring. The first thing you will have to do is that a message will be coming out through Parent Square. This is where you got that video. So you will need to go to the bottom of this message, and there is a place for you to click and sign up for one of the two tryout dates. Please do not sign up for both dates. This is to allow enough time and spacing so that we can get all of the athletes that are interested in trying out and tryouts safely, following all health and safety protocols put in place. Make sure that when you do come for your tryout, you bring your signed permission slip, your athletic signed permission slip. Make sure to bring plenty of water, your clothing and equipment for softball, and make sure to bring your face coverings. And so tryouts for softball will be the week of this week on Tuesday and Thursday, Tuesday or Thursday from 4 to 5:30. Baseball tryouts will start this Wednesday. Same thing. Please sign up for one of the two tryout dates. Please do not sign up for both dates. And your tryouts will either be on Wednesday from 4 to 5:30 or Monday the 19th from 4 to 5:30. Again, you'll need your signed athletic permission slip. Make sure to bring lots of water, your equipment for baseball, and your face coverings. Now, again, please, I put a big stop sign. You will not be allowed to participate in tryouts unless you have already come in and got your rapid antigen COVID test and it was negative. If you have not, you will not be allowed to enter the campus for your tryouts. And again, this is for the health and safety of all of our student athletes and staff. The health office is available for testing Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And again, you must test before coming to tryouts, and we get those tests back to you within 15 minutes and around 15 minutes. But we definitely have that information for you immediately at the tryouts before you come in and at the health screening. And again, in-person students can be tested while they're on campus. They just need to bring their signed permission slip. And again, if you do have that, make sure to let your teacher know, and we'll make sure to get you over there before you're out for the day. All right, and then again, once you're on the team, and this is for all grades, testing must be completed before the first day of practice for the week. This will be done weekly until the end of the season. That practice schedule and game schedule will still be coming out for baseball and softball, as we are still awaiting that information from our league. And this, again, will be done every week until the end of the season. Again, if we do have a positive test, the student would be removed from the team for the remainder of the season. Again, it is because of the shortened season that we have, that by the time they return from quarantine, they wouldn't have enough time to safely train to compete. And again, like I said, the practice schedule, we are still waiting. It will be given to students once they have been announced if they are on the team. Again, we are just waiting for our league schedule so that we can get our practice schedule and our game schedule out to you. And safety protocols that during practice, every student will be required to health screen upon entry to campus. Make sure to bring all of your own equipment and in uniform. You will not be able to share your equipment and or water bottles and other drinking Gatorades and anything else that you may be drinking. All workouts will remain outdoors. The fitness lab will not be available at this time for any of our student athletes. Everything will be remaining outdoors, and we will be following all of our local department public health guidelines for social distancing and any other guidelines during this time. And masks will be worn during practices when appropriate. Our competition schedule, all athletes will need to ride the bus to the baseball softball game. Students can go home with parents once signed out with the coach. Now, each student athlete, and this is in accordance with our league as of now, this again can change. Each student athlete will be given 4 tickets for admission into each competition. Each ticket will have an area for the name and phone number of the guest for contact tracing purposes if needed. All guests will be required to complete a health screening and wear a mask while in any of the site campuses. And we just ask that all guests practice social distancing while at the games and on the different school campuses. Again, we are just waiting the league to get our final game schedule, and that will be announced as soon as we have it. We want to say a big thank you to all of our parents and families for making this happen. We know that it'll be a bigger burden on you to get your student athlete to and from practices and to the campus for games. We really appreciate all your support, and we really look forward to seeing your students trying out for baseball and or softball, and we look forward to a great season. Thank you, and have a great day.